Hello friends, I am in a series. I hope this is the last video related to the review of WPS, the essential variables, when to requalify. So ask me section 9, API 1104, we are giving too much importance. Most of the time the people from our construction field like pipeline, piping, we are ignoring the structural standards. This is a little bit of our weakest area. So I thought I will discuss essential variables of Aws D1.1. As a construction contractor, if you own a copy of Aws D1.1, you can use their pre-qualified WPS and they will take the guarantee if you are within that acceptable range of that pre-qualified parameters. These WPS will work fine and it will give a sound welding. What if we have a material which is not mentioned in that pre-qualified essential variable list? A lot of essential variables are going beyond that. Then we need to make a new WPS or you need to requalify your WPS. So here are some chart or table from Aws D1.1. You can see the PQR essential variable changes which requires WPS requalification. The welding process they mention, manual arc welding SMAW, submerged arc welding, gas metal arc welding is MIG, and FCAW flux core arc welding or GTAW for welding structures. Then you need to consider this table. I will read few for you. You see the filler metal, increase of filler metal classification, strength, then SMAW, it is an essential variable, GMAW, FCAW is it as an essential variable, and change from low hydrogen to non-low hydrogen, it is applicable for SMAW, it is an essential variable. Change from one electrode or flux electrode classification to another electrode classification, it is very important and essential for SAW, FCAW and GTAW, which requires requalification of WPS. AWS specification has a extensive ranges of electrode specification, but in case you are using some electrodes which are not mentioned A5.1, A5.5, 5.17, that means this is an unspecified electrode classification and you need to requalify the WPS or you need to make a new WPS for this. Addition of deletion of filler metal for GTAW, it is essential. Change of cold wire feed to hot wire feed and vice versa, also essential for GTAW. The continuation of the table and the right side of this slide here. I will go to the next slide here. It is for shielding gases. You see, shielding gases is very important for GMAW, FCAW and GTAW. So you change the gas. Even in ASME section 9, you need to requalify the WPS. A change of total gas flow rate, if it is increased 50% or decreased 20%, you need to requalify the WPS in case of GMAW, FCAW and GTAW. SAW parameter, this is especially for SAW. So if parameter change by some more than some percentage allowed, you can read it, you need to requalify the WPS. If the change in position not qualified, as per table 6.1 and 6.10, a new position. So all of the WPS need to requalify. Same like a change in diameter, thickness or both not qualified as per that table 6.2 or 10.9 of Aws D1.1, you need to requalify the WPS. A change in base material, also you need to requalify the WPS. Vertical welding for any pass uphill to downhill, SAW is not applicable, others you need to requalify the WPS. A change of group type like single V, double V, partial, full penetration, you need to. There are a lot of sketches available with the pre-qualified WPS in Aws D1.1. They have already mentioned most of the cases, but in case not available in Aws D1.1, you need to requalify the WPS. In the right side of that table of this slide, you can see the omission but not inclusion of backing or back gouging needs to requalify. Decrease of preheat or interpass temperature or post-weld heat treatment, to some extent it is acceptable. You need to requalify if it goes beyond the acceptable range provided in this table. Table 6.6, it is the next table which is telling PQR essential variable changes requiring WPS requalification for ESW or EGW. So this electroslag welding, electroglass welding is not common for us. But if you still have some instance, you can refer to this table 6.6. It is a continuation again for table number 6.6 and 6.7 at the right, which is telling that PQR supplementary essential variable. What we are discussing so far was for essential variable, and this is supplementary essential variable changes for CVN, which is impact testing application require WPS requalification for SMAW, SAW, GMAW, MIG, FCAW, GTAW, even this electroslag welding, electrogas welding, EGW, for everything. And let us refresh what is supplementary essential variable, which becomes essential when your service or your designer recommended to do the impact test during the WPS qualification for low temperature service or for sour gas service. In the case of structure, it is depending on the soil condition or the area, or corrosion is more or sour environment is present. So there, impact test is mandatory. When impact test requirement is there, all supplementary essential variable becomes essential. Here, the PQR supplementary essential variables continuing, namely post-weld heat treatment. If there is a change, then you need to requalify the WPS. Increase more than 56 degrees centigrade in the maximum preheat or interpass temperature, also you need to requalify the WPS, provided you have the CVN or impact testing application mandatory for WPS requalification. In that case, this supplementary is applicable as an essential variable. Right side the table 6.12 is for the welders. Personal performance qualification essential variable. If some essential variable changes, up to which extent it is acceptable to use the same welder qualification for your new job, or you need to requalify. So you can see here, to a process not qualified, GMAWS, your welder is already qualified for a MIG welding with gas, but you are using a gas metal arc welding which has flux core wear and no need any additional gas shielding. So this is termed as GMAWS, means self-shielded. Welder, welding operator and tack welders all need to be requalified. To a SMAW electrode, F number is changing, is higher than the WPQR or electrode number, then also welder need to be requalified. Position changes needs a requalification. Diameter or thickness not qualified needs a requalification. Tack welder, it is not applicable. To a vertical welding progression not qualified. Uphill or downhill also an essential. This is for the welder. Welding operator and tack welder not applicable. To multiple electrodes, if a single electrode was used in WPQR test, so it is essential for welding operators. That's all for the essential variables for WPS or PQR and the welders related to Aws D1.1 structural welding. We have completed this series today. Hope you gain some knowledge from these videos. I need a lot of time to accumulate this information, and which is very useful for construction related inspection work or oil and gas field related work. If you think it is a gain for you, please don't forget to hit the like button. Please share my video if you like it to your friends and subscribe to my channel. Signing off for today, coming with a new subject very soon. Showman.